Now, Neftyblocks has their own market now. I'm not quite sure how the whitelisting works for them. So you might want to contact Neftyblocks directly if you haven't been whitelisted yet on Atomichub. But if you are whitelisted and you're ready to make packs, you saw the first strategy video. Now we're going to show you how to actually make the packs. Now, I had actually recorded this whole tutorial and realized that the audio didn't get synced. So I'm redoing this. So I'm actually just going to show you kind of the walkthrough again, because I don't want to have to remit all this stuff, but you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing and I'll explain to you what's going on and the steps that you need to take. So, all right, so let's hop into it. The first thing we're going to do is you got to go to your Wax Cloud wallet, because we want to make sure that your CPU for Wax has enough there for the packs. Okay, so go to your Wax wallet, which is wallet.wax.io. And then when you get here on the left, click on staking rewards. And at the top, you'll see my stake tokens and you'll see stake more tokens. You want to click that. And it's going to bring up this window right here. Now, this is going to give you what you have available on your network resources here on Wax. So the one you want to really pay attention to is right here, the CPU. Right now, I'm looking great because I only have 1% used. I have plenty of space, so I can run a pretty big pack. But if you have a CPU that's past 50%, or even past 75% or 80%, I would really highly suggest staking more Wax. Very easy to do. Right here at the bottom, you select what you want to stake to. CPU is what you do. Put the amount of Wax that you want to put there and click stake. It's that simple. Just make sure that you have enough staked on your network resources. Okay, so after we've done that, before we go to Neftyblocks, okay, where we're going to actually make a pack. I'll show you what a pack looks like here. This is what we were talking about, the Bytes and Blood pack, okay? This is basically a vampire pack that gives you 6 cards that allows you to make a vampire. So I'll show you what the pack looks like when it opens. This is what you would see if you were opening the pack as a customer. Hold on one second. It's loading it up. And approve. The video might not be able to give you the sound, but you'll be able to see the video that pops up when the pack opens. And there you go. There was the little intro video, and this is what you end up inside. So these are the cards, guys, that I was talking about. So you have Grandpa Joe right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandpa Bob, who went to his bingo night. Then you have the 3 vampire bites, a little bit of vampire blood, and then the coffin of sleep in. And this will make a vampire. And you can blend this now into a vampire, which we're going to talk about blends after this, but I'll show you what it looks like. So if I go over here to blends now in that same collection, right? It's going to bring up all the blends that are available. I want to look for the one right here. So I want to go for Bingo Bob here. I'm going to turn regular Grandpa Bob. See, it gives me what I need, and I have all of those from that pack. Okay, that's what I was talking about. It's just an ingredient pack. It allows them to make a choice. There's 3 different vampires you could choose from. This is the one I'm going to choose just for this example. So the blend comes up like this. So to get this, you need all of these, which you do have because of the pack. And this allows you to make this vampire number 12 of the Vampire Council, which is Bingo Bob. And you just need these ingredients, which came in the pack that you just got. So very easy to do. You go down here, and as you can see, we have those in our stock. So we hit auto select, and it's going to auto select those. Okay. Now it's going to bring up this warning, and this is a good thing to know. If you haven't seen the numbers pop up, the mint numbers on these, and you bought your pack really early, or these are pre-minted, wait to see what those numbers are, because you might have a number 1 or number 2 in there and you don't know yet. So make sure you know what you're actually trading in, because this is basically what you're doing. You're trading in these cards to get this one. But it looks like we're all loaded up, and now we just hit blend, and it's going to give us a transaction. And boom, that's it. Now we have this one in our collections. I think it should pop up right there at the end here. Yep, there it is. And there's the one that we just got from that pack. So that's basically what we're doing in this example. Okay, guys? So again, go to your Wax wallet, make sure that there's CPU in it. Then you're going to go over to Neftyblocks. Okay, make sure that you're whitelisted and log in up here. So you're logged in. We're going to go to Manage Collections, and then you're going to go to your collection, and then we're going to do one more thing before we get going on the whole process. We have to still hop over to Atomichub 2 and Pinata, but first let's do this really quick. So in your collection, you'll see mint on demand packs. Okay, now this is what we're going to be doing in this. So this will be minted as they come in, and you have to have an unlimited supply, and I'll talk about that when we're setting up the actual templates. So if you scroll down just a little bit more, it tells you how much RAM. You remember how we just staked some wax on the CPU? We're going to have to do the same thing in here. Make sure that we have enough for the mint on demand packs RAM, which is right here. Have enough to go. So I obviously have enough here. If you need to do something, just hit deposit, put in the amount of wax and deposit it, and it'll give you plenty of space. Okay, make sure that you have enough to cover the amount of packs that you're doing. Okay, so now that we got that ready, let's start getting these packs together. So the first thing we're going to do is actually start off on Atomichub. So far right now, Neftyblocks doesn't have the ability to mint completely on its platform, so you still have to use Atomichub to build your templates. Okay, so go to atomichub.io. Up here at the top, click on NFT Creator. You're going to see your collection. You can see our previous videos if you haven't created a collection yet on how to do a basic NFT. But once you're in here, you're going to have some schemas to choose from. Now, I have a special schema right here called Nifty Packs. And it basically is really simple. It's just three things. It's a name. It's going to give me the image, the cover, like one of these covers, and then a description. That's it. Okay, and this is basically going to be what you see in the drop. So the drop, when you click on it, it's going to look like this. The cards are what are inside. Okay, so first you're going to make one of these, and the way you do it, you scroll down to templates, go to create new template, and when you go in here, make sure that the max supply is set to infinite. Okay, infinite. It has to be infinite, guys, or else it's not going to work. Okay, so don't put anything there, basically, and then you can go ahead and fill out the rest of that. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Actually, let me go to the actual pack here. There it is. Okay, so this is the actual pack that we just opened over on Neftyblocks. Okay, guys. So as you see, it's just the name. This image is what we're going to do next, which is over on Pinata. So this is called a hash, and this is an IFPS hash, which basically is on the blockchain, like a metadata that tells you that this is that NFT. Okay, and then bottom here is that description. Okay, so how do you get that in here? How do you get this image in here? Because my images tend to be over 2 megabytes, and Atomichub has a limit, and I just don't like uploading straight to Atomic. I like kind of having myself separate on Pinata. So if you go to pinata.cloud, that's pinata.cloud, it's free to sign up. You get a gigabyte worth of space, which lasts quite a long time. And it looks like this when you're there, okay? It's basically just a file upload system. And then this hash right here, that's that hash I was just showing you right here, that kind of weird long code. And when you click on this, okay, like if I clicked on the actual name, this is one of the new ones that I have, and that gives me what is actually on this hash, okay? So all you got to do is just upload your file, go to upload, file, select your file, blah, 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 run through it, it loads it up, and then you have it here, and it gives you a hash, okay? So we're going to take that hash, which we did, and we pop it in here, and that will generate this thumbnail for you, okay? It's pulling that data from Pinata into Atomichub, okay? And this is allowing you to get larger files than 2 megabytes. It allows you to do video. It allows you to do MP3s even. You can do a lot of different things. So Pinata is great, and Pinata also works on the Ethereum network as well. It's not just Wax, guys. It's just a great service for IFPS. Okay, it's been around for a while. So once you've done that, so you've gotten your main template made for the pack, what it's going to actually look like, go ahead and mint that just like you've done before in the other tutorials, and you'll end up with this. So you have one template that's done. Now, we don't have to mint any assets at all. Okay, you don't want to mint any just yet. Okay, you want to make sure that we're starting off clean, so that way when you do the drop, the number 1 through 10 mints are at least in that drop. And then I wouldn't. Then after that, maybe you can, you know, if you have some promotion or you want to do some giveaways, you can then mint some extras maybe for yourself at that point. But in the beginning, I suggest leaving the 1 to 10s in there, 1 to 20s even, just to give that to the collectors so they have the ability to do that. Okay, so we got that one done. So that is our pack template. Okay, so that's just the outer shell. Okay, but there's nothing inside. We need to also make the pieces that go inside. Remember the pieces that were in the pack for the Bob character. So let's go back now to your schemas, where all your schemas are listed. And I have one called Nifty Pack NFT, which is the NFTs that go in the pack. So this one has 6 different attributes that I'm using. So you have a name, an image, a back image, description, the series is part of, and the rarity. And this is the way it allows my collectors to know what series is part of, what rarity it is, and then the description and the back image. The back image, I usually include an augmented reality scannable code, so that way you have augmented reality as well. So let's see what those look like. So these are the packs that I've made before. Okay, so let me go down and look at what one of these looks like. Let's look at Uncle Bob here, or Grandpa Bob. Again, you just put in your name. This is that hash. So if you're over on PinataHub, you just find the hash that matches it, copy this hash, pop it right into there. Same with the back image. Now, look, with back images and extra images, I tend to actually like to click into, let me see if I can find one real quick. I like to have a back image. Here we go. And where you can click into it, and it brings it up in a new browser window. Copy that URL at the top with the HTTPS on it as well, and then paste that for your back image. As you can see right here, it tends to work better. I don't know why. It just tends to be smoother. I had better chances loading it in and making sure that the templates look right. Okay, put in your description, and then the series. This is the Bytes and Blood series, and then this is the rarity. Okay, so that's all done. So make those templates for each one of the cards that's going to go in there. So in here, I had 6 cards that I actually made. So we have the Coffin, the Vampire Blood, the Vampire Bytes, and Grandpa Bob. Now the Vampire Bytes, I just added 3 into the pack. Okay, and I'll show you how we're going to do that here in a second. So now that you got your pieces all ready to go, so basically we're ready to now build the pack because we have the ingredients that are going inside, and then we have the outer shell, the cover from the packs. We're ready now to finally go to Neftyblocks. So now we're at Neftyblocks, okay? And what we want to do is go into Mint on Demand packs. Okay, we have all of our CPU loaded, guys. We have all of our ingredients. That means the NFTs that go inside of the pack and the actual pack outer shell ready to go. And now we're going to load in the new pack. All right, guys. So first thing we're going to do is name it. I'm just going to name this Test Bytes and Blood. Mainly just because I already made this pack, and this pack has already been out and it's already sold out. So I'm just going to kind of do this just to show you guys. So I'm just going to write a little gibberish like, I don't know, hello world. That would be my description, guys. But hopefully your description is better than hello world for your NFT. But anyway, that's what you do. We're going to schedule this. I'm going to say I'm going to drop this on a Friday, right? And we're going to put it at 12 o'clock. And this is going to be the same time as my drop. So Friday at 12 is what we're going to do. The advanced settings, I'm going to go over here to the video I had made that you saw earlier on. And if you click on advanced setting, it'll bring down this kind of like drop down of settings. Just put that hash right into that area right there. And if you hit preview, it'll load in from Pinata. It's going to take a second, guys, because it's a thing, but there you go. And there you go. So there's the video. And let's say I wanted to change the background color. If you go down here to background color, you can change that. I think blood red kind of matches it a little bit better. So if I preview it again, as you can see, there's a red background. So there you go. So there is going to be my open video. I set the name. It's all ready to go. I'm going to hit create. Okay. And approve it. And approve it again. It's going to approve it a couple times. Okay. And pack is created, and it might not show up just right off the bat. Give it a second. There it is. To refresh. And as you can see, there is nothing there. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with that? And I totally understand where you're coming from. So what we're going to do is actually modify that. This is where we build the pack. Okay, so click on modify pack. And this is going to be a real easy one, guys, because it's just one card per slot. So what do I mean by slot? Let's see. Trying to get that down. Okay, so as you can see, you can't change any of the display data that you already put in as far as the name or description. So all you can do is add slots right now. Now a slot represents a card. So if you have 5 cards in a pack, you should have 5 slots in your pack. Okay, if you have 3 cards in your pack, you should have 3 slots in your pack. Okay, they should match up. Okay, so the first card slash slot. Okay, we're going to add a template. And let's see where we can get that. Bites and blood pack. Okay, so we want a Grandpa Bob is one we need. Okay, so every pack is going to get a Grandpa Bob, and they have right here. You'll see weight and probability and template probability. I'm going to go more into this in the second tutorial, but for this one, so you understand, there's only one card in here. It is a 100% chance that you're going to get this. So in other words, they're definitely going to get a Grandpa Bob in their pack. And I'm going to do this for every single ingredient in this particular type of pack. So it's an ingredient pack. They basically have all the ingredients to make a choice between 3 different grandpas to blend up to. Okay, so we've got our grandpa. Let's add them in. It's going to ask you to sign your life away here, and we go approve it. Okay, so now we got our first slot, which is that Grandpa Bob. Okay, 100% chance they're going to get a Grandpa Bob for their first card. The second card, we're going to add another one, and this one is going to be the Vampire Bites. Now this one's a little different because we need 3 in there. So actually, we're going to give them 1 here in slot number 2. Okay, that's a Vampire Bite. And it's giving me some weird stuff, but I'm going to just refresh because even though I got an error, it popped up last time, and sure enough, it did this time too. Let's make sure. Yeah, it did. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on with Nifty right now, but it's working. It's just giving me a weird write error. So anyway, let's keep on adding these. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got all 6 of them in now. You got the Grandpa Bob, you got the Vampire Bites, 3 of those, you got the Vampire Blood, and you got the Coffin. So now we're basically ready to go. We got the slots ready, everything's ready to go, and then you got to hit Finalize Pack. Really important, guys. This is the most important step. You go, where are we going to be doing this? And we scroll down to that Nifty Packs. And remember that very first template we made, guys? And it was a Bites and Blood pack to measure it up. We made that template already. We just hit Finalize Pack, and this basically is going to bring in that that data, that NFT, into the thumbnail. So that way we have a thumbnail. And hit Finalize Pack. And approve. And approve again. And it's giving me because we have the template, guys. So it's not going to allow me to do it just yet because I already made the template, like I was telling you. But you get the idea. Also, go back to the packs now, and you'll see the Bites and Blood pack. This is it. You'll be able to now go and build a drop off of this. So you've done the Nifty drops. Go see my video on doing Nifty drops. And all you have to do now is, now that the pack is made, the final step is to go back to your collection, go to Nifty drops, okay? Do a new drop, and then just add that asset. You go find that pack in your Nifty pack. Well, for me, it was Nifty packs schema. Find that Bites and Blood pack. We hit add. And now you just put in, just like a normal Nifty drop from here, guys, put in the name, put in the description, put in the price. I always put it at wax, put in your price piece, go into the max claimable. Now these are unlimited supply, so you can set it for 100 or set it for 200. It's up to you. The account limit, how many can an account get at one time? Account cooldown is just the amount of time between that, and then just put in your start date, guys, and start time. Super easy. If you don't remember how to do drops, check out the video. It shows you how to do it. It's really simple. But that's how you do it. That's how you make a pack, guys. And then once you have that pack done, you can, again, you'll see it then when you go to the packs page of your collection. If someone buys it, they'll see it pop up here, and then they can open it from here just by clicking it, and it opens on Neftyblocks. So put that in your description. I also recommend that as well. So anyway, guys, that's basically how you do an ingredient pack. It's a quick, easy way to do it. The next one will be a little bit harder, where we're going to go into rarities and making it harder for people to get certain types of cards, like legendary or mythic cards. So hopefully this helped out, guys. And if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Until the next video.